Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with this report claiming that Barca plan to make four signings and sell six players. And of course, they have informed La Liga of the same. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Franck Kessie, as it have been reported that the Barca midfielder is tempted by Saudi Arabia offer, decision will impact Brozovic's transfer. We are also going to be discussing on that latest report. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, endeavor to hit the subscribe button, turn on the pulse bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. There has been not much significant movement on the transfer front at FC Barcelona, apart from the signing of Ilkay Gundogan, but the club are planning to make some major moves in the coming days and weeks. Indeed, according to Gerard Romero as of today, Barca plan to make a total of four signings in the summer window, while also offloading six players, and they have informed the same to La Liga. The four players and that Barcelona intend to sign are Gundogan, Inigo Martinez, Vitor Roque, and a pivot midfielder. Then what about the right back? Wow. As mentioned earlier, Gundogan has already arrived at the club earlier this week. Meanwhile, an agreement is understood to be in place to sign Inigo Martinez for free, although an official announcement will only be made after his contract with Athletic Club expires on June 30. As for Vitor Roque, a 45 million euro agreement has been reached with Atletico Paranense, while the player will be penning a 6-year contract until 2029. But there is still no confirmation of that deal either, and there are doubts continuing to remain about his registration, which could see the young striker's arrival get postponed. Finally, the pivot position continues to pose a challenge for Barca, but they are making some progress in the pursuit of Marcelo Brozovic. However, they have just 6 days to make an offer for the Croatian, who is also being courted by Al Nassr. As far as the exits are concerned, Barcelona have had little to no success thus far, with the club failing in their attempts to get rid of players. As Romero mentions, the Catalans intend to offload 6 stars, with Javi Miguel of AS then revealing the names of those who the La Liga champions wish to offload. Unsurprisingly, the list features returning loanees Clement Lenglet, Samuel Umtiti, Alex Collado, Sergio Des, and Nico Gonzalez, and the final name is that of midfielder Franck Kessie. Even though the likes of Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati have been linked with exits, they are reluctant to leave. As such, their departures cannot be guaranteed, which is why their names might not have been mentioned by the club to La Liga. Either way, only time will tell how many of these operations that Barca can complete before the window slams shut, and whether there will be room for more signings than the four being mentioned for now. Barcelona, of course, still have a lot of difficulties this transfer window to get their desired target. So far, I think the only player that we have officially signed is Ilkay Gundogan. And if I don't think many fans are happy about how the transfer window have been for us. Of course, we expect the club to strengthen the squad in all the areas like right back, midfield, left wing, and of course, even a backup left winger. But so far, I think it has been poor, all because of financial reasons. Despite winning La Liga, despite the prize money, despite everything, despite Busquets leaving, Alba leaving, this club still can't have, I don't know what's happening to this club. And now talking about this report saying that Barca have already shortlisted the names of players that they really want to go for. We have not heard any right back there. There's nothing about the right back. And which means Xavi was serious about what he said some weeks ago, saying, his priority is midfield first. Then if until midfield is finished, when they are done strengthening that midfield, that is when you start thinking of right back and left winger. Like, how on earth can he say such words? Honestly, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. We need the right back. We need a right back. We don't need to be putting makeshifts like Sergio Roberto, this other that you see, Jules Koundé, who doesn't want to play there anymore. We need a right back by all costs. So as it stands right now, there's still a lot of complications of at Barcelona as they really want to find their feet in order to get the desired players, strengthen the squad to compete next season. You know, a lot have been spoken about a DM. Replacing Busquets have not been easy at all. Barca have been linked with a lot of players in that role, but all are failed. All of them have failed. Even the Brozovic that they are showing so much interest than any other now, they are they are looking like they will fail. They are bound to fail because reports came out saying that the players' agents are pushing Barca to hurry if they really think they want to go for Brozovic, because Brozovic have not yet said okay to Saudi Arabian giants Al Nassr because he knows that Barca are strong in his pursuit and he really wants to stand a chance to wear the prestigious Barca shirt. But now Barca are just making things slagging, and it doesn't even come as a surprise that Barca will not do anything, despite the conditions that his agents are saying that we give you 6 days to at least make a formal offer so that we can start thinking. But Barca have not, and I don't think they will. Then moving on to the final story of discussion, Barca's precarious economic situation is no new headliner. The Catalans have had their hands tied up on the financial front, and it comes as no surprise that they continue struggling to make big offers on the transfer market. After completing the signing of Ilkay Gundogan and reportedly Inigo Martinez, Barca now face a direct need to sell players. After all, they can only spend proposals to potential targets if they have an inflow of funds to show for. Franck Kessie is the clear favorite to depart on that front. Barcelona have received an offer from Saudi Arabia for the Ivory Coast international, and Javi Miguel of AS reveals now that the player is tempted by that. If Casey's move to Al Ahly comes to fruition, the Catalans will immediately activate the option to sign Marcelo Brozovic. The Inter Milan star ironically also has an offer from the Middle East but has placed it on hold to evaluate Barcelona's interest. The Nerazzurri have agreed a deal worth 23 million euros for the Croatian international with Al Nassr, and the fee is reasonable for a player who still has at least 3 quality years on his feet. The pressure is now on the offices at Spotify Camp Nou to match that offer. For any delay in presenting a proposal could end up with Brozovic committing his future to Al Nassr. Given the gravity of that situation, rapid developments are expected surrounding Franck Kessie's sale in the coming days. After all, the player knows that he will not have minutes next season after Ilkay Gundogan's arrival. Reports yesterday stated that Al Ahly were willing to shell out 20 million for Franck Kessie, and it remains to be seen if Barca stand their ground in asking for a higher fee for around 30 million. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.